Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining on this Saturday evening. Got three people here: Mary, Rachel, and Cindy. Hello. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Um, I was uploading that picture, so it took me a while to find it. But how are you guys doing, Mary, Marie, Rachel, Cindy? How are you guys doing this fine Saturday? It's 8:37 p.m. here in Phoenix. Bryce Gardner, hello. Buki, I'm not that late. 10:13, hello. James Her, hello. Athena Rodriguez, hello. Athena, how are you? Cindy, hello. Ty 602, Danielle Williams, my first moderator. Thanks for showing up, Danielle. Appreciate you. Jackie, shout out to Ray, please. Ray, shout out. Shout out to Ray. Karina Iglesias, hi art, looking cute like always. Shout out to Karina Iglesias. She's at church right now. Eileen Ronquillo, hello. Thanks for joining us all the way in the Philippines. Eileen, appreciate you. Central Virginia Racer, 1138 in Virginia. Thanks for joining so late. Appreciate you. Rachel G, hello. Sarah is in Riverside, California. Cindy Amala is in another Cindy. I'm new here. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for being new. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Jason Bourne. Hello, Jason. How are you? J Love. Hello. What's going on? Thanks for joining. Shane Stafford. Hello from Australia. Shane Stafford. Thanks for joining all the way on the other side of the world. Israel. Hello. Christina Finch is in Tucson. I was in Tucson earlier today. Sandra Prayer, hello. Just watched Andrea's video, broke my heart. I'm currently trying to help a lady active in addiction who gave birth in January. My goodness, that's definitely, it's like everywhere, right? It's like an epidemic when the worst part was there's children involved, whether they're born or unborn. It's absolutely sad. What's the topic today, Eileen? We're just going to say hi. What's going on? How are you guys today, basically? Ty 602, the people that are moderators are people that are super fans. Maybe one day you'll become a super fan, Ty 602, and become a moderator. Thank you for asking. Fine and dandy, thanks for checking in. Prayers for Dobson Ranch Mesa Fire. Don Hummer, hello. Robert Tovad, hello. My Saturday's going really good. I was in Tucson for about, I got there like at 10:30 and I left like at 3. So I was there for a good amount of time just driving around. It's not a big city. Yeah, I had fun, met some cool people. Vern, what's up? Hello. Beautiful Jess XO, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. 805 AEG, what's up? Thank you. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you, Jessica Garcia. Hello. We're able to find interviews here in Tucson. Were you able? Yeah, I was actually. There's a lot of people there, right? All over the parks, Santa Rita Park and Armory Park. So yeah, South Tucson. There's a lot of people. Definitely a lot of people. Unfortunately, really sad. Kimberly Aerosmith, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Sandra Pear, yes, I'm in a small military town in North Carolina. You're a Hoosier. Cool. Tara Martinez, hola. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. AZ Star, hello. Thanks for joining. Danielle Williams says, my animals are freaking out because there is another storm coming through. We can't relate. A lot of sun. It was hot today, so I'm sticky. I'm going to go shower after this. Deborah H, hello. J Love, it was raining out here in Sacramento, but it was still hot. Wow. Beautiful Jess XO, you're in Tucson. It was cool. I liked it. I like going to Tucson. Tucson's really cool, very artsy. very, it's like a mix of, there's areas of Tucson that are very, there are neighborhoods in Tucson that remind me of Mexico, right? And then across the street, it's kind of modern. And then across the other street, it's like very artsy, right? They have murals, right? Painted paintings on walls, and it's really artsy, fartsy, and it's really interesting. It's like a mix of cultures all in one little place. It's a very liberal city compared to Phoenix. It's a lot different than Phoenix. Tucson and Albuquerque, New Mexico, are like twins to me. They're kind of hilly, and that has that old, Spanish, Hispanic, Mexican feel to it. So yeah, it's a different, definitely different than Phoenix for sure. So Christina Finch, what area of Tucson I was in? I don't know. Congress. I get off from Congress. I went downtown Armory Park, and I went all the way down Sixth Avenue, right? Sixth Avenue, and then I went to Santa Rita Park, and then I went down to South Tucson. Then I came back up to Santa Rita again. I kind of did like a big circle around South Tucson and Armory Park area. So I saw a bunch of people. Yeah, so I interviewed a few people, so it was cool. Sandra Castro, hello. Jessica Garcia. Jessica Garcia says what? Hmm. Jessica Garcia says yes, Santa Rita Park and South Tucson for sure. Yep, I was there. I was there for a few hours. Did I found out about? I did not find out about Migs. I was in Tucson most of the day. Most of the day. Vonda Lee, hello. V in the house. Are I going to watch the fight? I'm not gonna watch any fights. No fighting tonight. It's gonna be a chill night. Alyssa Lujan, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Nicole Jurgens too. I'm checking into the chat. Thanks for joining, Nicole Jurgens. You're awesome. I think you're like my second or third moderator. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Jenny Rose, good evening. Thanks for joining. Carlotta de la Rosa, hello. Thanks for joining, Carlotta in Sacktown, Sacramento, California. Appreciate you. Bryce Gardner says, my mom likes Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Awesome. Rest in peace, Tom Petty. Bo, the biochemist, good evening. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Carlotta de la Rosa, senior notifications, and I missed the last two. Awesome. Never too late. Daniel Williams says it was hot here too. We had sun earlier. We had sun all day in Arizona and Phoenix and Tucson. So when I went to Tucson, it was hot, and I got to Phoenix, it was hot. I was driving around all day. So yeah, I'm a little tired. It's gonna be an early night. Plus, I got this right here. When I got home, I squeezed 2 lemons in water, and I just chugged it, and it kind of felt good. It kind of helped a little bit. Eileen Ronquillo says, "Come on, let's eat lunch, guys, while watching art." Eileen is in Philippines, so it's lunch for her over there, right? It's like noon in the Philippines. Here in Phoenix, it's 8:46. So no lunch tonight, right? I'm probably gonna eat a little bit when I get off, and then I'll go to sleep. So Daniel from Texas, thanks for joining. Daniel, appreciate you. David Calderon, hello, thanks for joining. Cervantes, are you in Tucson still? Nope, I'm in beautiful Phoenix. I'm home. I left around 3 or 3:30 from Tucson, and then you guys are having some type of little. You guys are fixing the freeway for like a couple miles. That sucked. So and then I get to Phoenix, and guess what? They're also fixing the freeway, so I had to get off the freeway, go around. Damn. Why don't they fix freeways like at midnight, right? When everybody's asleep, fix it at night. Whatever you guys want to do, add it, whatever. Do it when nobody's driving. Don't do it on the weekend. Don't do it during the week. Don't do it during the day, at night, right? So, or at least don't do construction when I'm driving, right? J Love says, I went to South Sacramento today, where I'm originally from, and there's a lot of homeless people there. I bought this guy some food. J Love, that's so nice of you, buying people food. You're really nice, sweet. That's good. You're gonna be blessed, right? You'll be repaid. So that is awesome. Thai 602, Cali politics melt into AZ. Yep, I agree with that 100%. Sucks. Um, I tell people from California all the time, like, Phoenix or Arizona is all booked up. Skip and go to Colorado or Washington or New York, right? So California people are like refugees from California, and when they get to like Arizona or Texas or Florida, they bring the politics, right? The reasons why they left California, they bring that same crap over here. Like, it doesn't make sense. So please, if you're from California, if you move, like, you're gonna move eventually, you just haven't moved yet. So because they're taxing the heck out of you, right? So when you get tired of getting taxed, you don't when you move to wherever you move, don't bring that same politics over here, right? Because that's the reason why you left. So think about it. Just me, second time I've seen Tucson on YouTube today. A YouTuber called Convicts Perspective shot some people in his house and on the run all over Arizona news. Haven't seen the news. I'm not sure what all that's about, but prayers for any victims. Melissa Perez, hello. Thanks for joining, Melissa. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Melissa or Melissa? I don't know, but please correct me, Melissa Perez. Fine and dandy. Pray that St. Joseph, the working program, partners up with Phoenix Dream Center, so there is a fair chance. Awesome. Yeah, let's make it happen. James Herr, when will you upload the Jackie interview? James Herr. So as I mentioned in yesterday's live session, Jackie canceled the interview. So we'll try to do it tomorrow or soon. Lynn Garcia, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Cassandra Zamudio, thanks for joining. Cassandra, you're awesome. Marcia, good morning. It's 5:45 a.m. on Sunday morning. You went to Tucson. Was it hot? It was very hot. I left Phoenix. It was hot. I got to Tucson. It was hot. I was there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6. And then it was hot. And then I came to Phoenix. It was hot. So it's starting to get hot. I feel like a cooked egg. Yeah, I was in Tucson. Sadly, I didn't run into your daughter, Marcia, but I'll keep looking next time I go. Keep your head up. Cindy Amala says, I live just outside of Detroit, and there's sadly a lot of homelessness in the city. Most people wouldn't be surprised by that. But what makes homelessness so prolific in Phoenix? I want to say it's prolific here. I think there's the weather. The weather here, right? It doesn't get cold, doesn't get freezing, doesn't snow here. So warmer climates tend to be more, I don't know, suitable for people, right? Whereas in Detroit it's freezing, right? So you can't be outside, plus the drugs are here. The drugs here are 50 cents. Drugs in Detroit are probably not 50 cents. So not everybody is homeless is doing drugs, but here in Phoenix, a big percentage of them are, because they're so readily available and they're so cheap. Jenny Rose, don't forget everything that's coming in and going out. Hit the thumbs up button. Absolutely. Listen to Jenny Rose. She knows exactly what she's talking about. Dolores Cano Martinez, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you all the way from Minnesota. You're cool. Danielle Williams, it's supposed to be triple digits this week or next week. Man, that sucks. Dolores says, saludos y bendiciones from my mom and I. Oh, that's so awesome. Tell your mom I said, hello, thanks. I appreciate her. She is awesome. Ruby, thanks for showing up. Ruby is driving and listening, right? But she's mainly driving, right? Because she's driving. She has to focus on driving, but she's able to multitask and say hi. So thank you. Thank you. There's like a little thing right up here on my screen. You guys see that? What the heck is that? I thought it was on my wall. So you guys see this? I thought it was like right here, right up there, and I thought it was on my wall. So I looked back, and then I touched my screen. It's like I don't know what it is. That is funny. Anyways, Clay Clayton is in Tucson. Awesome. Thanks for checking in all the way from the old Pueblo, Clay Clayton. What did I leave off at? 10:46 in Houston. Cool for Cindy. Eileen Ronquillo says, yep, it's lunchtime and it's raining for almost half the day. Can't relate. It doesn't rain for half the day here in Phoenix. You have a tropical weather. Everything's so green over there. Here it's a dry desert weather. We don't get rain like that here. Vonna Lee, here you are. I forgot to tell you, I have a Rottweiler half blue healer. That is so cool, Vonna Lee. Vonna Lee likes big dogs. That is so cool. I bet you it's a cute dog, Vonna Lee. Email me a picture of your dog. I want to see what a Rottweiler half blue healer looks like. So send me a picture via email. That'd be awesome. Ty 602, Phoenix construction sucks. Yes, it does. Especially when it's hot, not cool. Alyssa Lujan, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Kimberly Aerosmith lives in boring Kansas. Not much to do in Kansas. Sometimes that's a good thing, though, Kimberly. Sometimes you want peace and quiet and not this crazy, just this insanity with this epidemic and drugs and violence and just sad. So I envy small towns or small cities, small states. Deborah H, Colorado, and over from there. Cool. Trisha Fraser, love your videos. Thank you, Trisha. You're awesome. SL Conley, hello. Mommy Loca, hello, Lost in Phoenix family. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining, Mommy Loca. Appreciate you. Hopefully, you're doing good. Jose Reyes is watching the Mexico soccer game. Cool. LB says all our three neighbors left and right and across the street from us are from California. They grow like weeds around here in New Mexico. Yeah, you won't feel a big difference because California is very liberal and New Mexico is baby liberal, right? So you won't see too much of a difference. Um, but if like a Californian goes to like Florida or Texas, they'll see a big difference. We're kind of like half and half here. We're purple. We're a purple state. Jonathan Melendez, thank you. I appreciate you. Julie Martinez, hello. Thanks for joining. I'm doing really good. I'm a little tired from driving all day. I was hanging out in Tucson, so yeah. Fine and dandy breakfast at Bisbee's, Mesa, Arizona, Sunday breakfast. That is so cool. You're ready for tomorrow, huh? Sunday breakfast at Bisbee's in Mesa. That is awesome. Bryce Gardner loves the hot weather. Awesome. Ms. Tanya, hello. Desiree Gonzalez, I have not seen Jessica. Anything exciting today? I was in Tucson, hanging out with people down there, so that was fun. Nereida Lopez, hello Nereida. I'm doing really good. Thank you. I hope you and your daughter are doing great as well. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. SL Conley, Amber had thrush problem in her mouth. Awesome. Yep. Kristen Lawson, I am leaving California and just moved to Florida. I'm a conservative and I left California and feel like a refugee for sure. Yeah, so even Hollywood stars are starting to leave. Who left? What's his name? Um, Gosh, Wahlberg. Donnie, no, what's his name? Wahlberg, right? Forgetting his name. So the Wahlberg, right? The famous Wahlberg actor. He left California. Who else? A lot of actors have left California. They're like, man, I'm getting taxed too much. It's the traffic, the homelessness. People in San Francisco, they're like leaving. It's crazy. It's insane. And then the state of California is penalizing you if you leave. If you rent a truck, the moving truck, a U-Haul, they penalize you. It's so funny. Uh, just don't bring that crap over here. J Love, any plans for the night? No plans. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna hang out with you guys for another 30 minutes. Go watch TV and go to sleep. I'm tired. Tired. Fine and dandy. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're nice. Dogs, I'm always late. Hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Kimberly says Colorado is my neighbor. Cool. Rachel G. Are you a breakfast guy? I actually am. I'm the type of guy that could eat breakfast at midnight. I love breakfast. As a matter of fact, when I was in Tucson today, I was looking for breakfast. I couldn't find it, because I was driving around. I'm not familiar with what's. So I stopped at a place and I asked for menudo. And when I think of menudo, I think of red menudo. But no, they brought out green menudo, or not green, but it was kind of white, white and a little bit of green. I'm like, what in the hell is this? So I ate it begrudgingly. It was okay, not the best menudo ever. I wanted to be courteous and nice and not leave it all there, but it wasn't the best menudo. So I got to be careful with what I order, I guess. Bryce Gardner, I'm gonna eat when I get off of here. I'm gonna eat shrimp and rice. That's what I'm gonna eat. That's my dinner. Nereida Lopez passed my law enforcement exam today. Nereida, congratulations. I'm excited for you. Congratulations to Nereida, everybody. She passed her law enforcement exam today. So what does that mean? Are law enforcement for correctional, for like a peace officer, like the City of Phoenix Police? What did we pass? What's your ultimately? What are you gonna do with that certificate or? Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. There's like another one, right? Donnie or Danny Wahlberg, right? I think so. But he moved. He moved to is it Texas or where did he move to? There's just so many actors that I've heard about recently that have just man, we're out of here. We're getting out of here. It's crazy. Elon Musk, right? He used to be in California and he moved his operation to Texas. Why? No taxes, right? So crazy. Very cool tricks. Lots of live chats lately on this channel. Hopefully, that means there's less people for Art to talk to because the streets are getting cleaned up. No, you're absolutely wrong. Very cool tricks. There are more people to interview. I just like doing live chats because I like staying in contact with a lot of these people. I get to know their story, they get to know mine, and so that's why I do live chats because I can stay connected to the Lost in Phoenix community, the Lost in Phoenix family, right? So it's not just about the interviews and me. It's really we get to hear from you guys, right? This is like your little podium, your little community. So we get to know you. Where are you from? What's your story? Are you in recovery? Why do you watch this channel? How tall are you? How old are you? What's your favorite food? Do you have kids? Stuff like that. We get to know each other like friends and family. So I love doing that. I can assure you that there's more people out in the streets today than there was last month or 6 months ago or last year. I can promise you that. I can promise you that 5 months from now, a year from now, there's going to be more people at that time than there are now. I will put money on it. So, yeah, sad. It's funny. Vonna Lee, I love your bush. Oh my goodness. Your hair. Yeah, there it is. It's getting bushy back there. Yeah, I'm a bushy dude. So again, I need to get longer. But yeah, it's kind of sad, a little bit sad over here. So that's funny. Thank you, Vonna Lee. Kimberly Aerosmith, I like cats better. Nice. Mommy Loca, I remember a time when I'd be barely getting ready to go party around this time, but I'm happy now to be here and actually look forward to hanging out with everyone here tonight at home wearing chanclas. Not just chanclas, right? Mommy Loca, you're wearing, the whole getup, right? And chanclas. So let's correct that, right? Can make these guys go nuts. Julie Martinez, breakfast is so good at midnight. Yes. Chorizo and eggs at midnight is good. I just like breakfast. I'm definitely a breakfast guy. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are getting me hungry. Jason Bourne, did you have soup today? Yeah, menudo is like a soup. So I had menudo in the morning. Not the best menudo, but I ate it. Cheryl Culbertson, hello from South Carolina. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Danielle Williams. Danielle Williams also loves breakfast. That's awesome. Cindy is a breakfast for dinner type person. Cool, me too. J Love is a breakfast any time of the day person. Wow, look, see, we have so much in common, gang. Juliana Sanchez, gosh, I just got some bad news. My transmission is going out on one of my vehicles, just paid off too. Life goes on though. Absolutely. Keep your head up. I've had car issues in my life, and you know what? We overcome that obstacle, right? So don't get down on yourself. Keep working hard, and that's why we work so hard. You have multiple vehicles, right? There's people out now right now. They have no vehicle. They have to take the bus. They have to walk. They have somebody has to drop them off. They have to use Ubers. So you're blessed because you have multiple vehicles. So just overcome that obstacle and keep your head up, Juliana. I've been there. Jose Reyes, do you like maíz in your menudo? I absolutely do. Brian Perez, when is Migs coming out? I'm not sure. I haven't. I was looking for his information yesterday and I couldn't find it. Today I didn't look because I was in Tucson. So hopefully I get to find out soon. Ty 602, me too, Art. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you. Carlotta de la Rosa had Papa Murphy pizza. Yummy. Save me a slice. Did I miss? No. Kimberly Aerosmith, Kansas sucks. Uh, I've never been to Kansas, so it can't suck that bad. Can't suck that bad. It really can't. If you lived in Cuba, that sucks. You lived in freaking Africa, that sucks. Nereida, Avondale Police Department. That is so cool. Nereida passed her law enforcement exam to join the Avondale Police Department. So what's the next step, Nereida? Is it your physical fitness exam, or what are we doing? Got to jump over a 6 foot wall. Yeah, I gotta. It's gonna get physical. So I'm sure you'll do great, Nereida. Keep me updated. I appreciate you. Dogs had steak, potato, and an awesome salad today. That sounds so good, dogs. You get me hungry again. Danielle Williams, I just noticed that I have a real nasty looking bruise on the inner part of my arm from surgery. Oh my goodness, Danielle. The good thing is it's a bruise is going to go away. So at least we could blame it on the surgery and not, some craziness, So get well. Sandra Castro, California can't be that bad. People come here all the time. Um, yeah, yeah. People that can afford being taxed like crazy, or people that don't have to worry about that because the government in California is going to take care of them. So can't be that bad. But it's bad enough for the richest man in the world to take his company and move it to a different state. It's that bad. It's the ratio of people leaving and people coming to California is off. It's I think like 2 years ago or last year, 700,000 Californians left. It wasn't more than 700,000 people came into California. I guarantee you that. But you're right, can't be that bad. I wouldn't move there. Bryce Gardner, Mark Wahlberg moved to Nevada. They have less taxes in Nevada because it's smaller. The population in Nevada is a lot smaller compared to California. So the taxes are going to be a lot smaller. Jason Bourne, live chats are the best, actually. I like them. Sarah says, how far is Tucson from Phoenix? 2 hours. I got there like an hour and 45 minutes. I was doing like 75, 80. Ruby can't read comments, not fun. Because you're driving, Ruby. You got to focus on your driving. Nereida, fitness exam is next. Got this. So keep us updated, Nereida. We're really rooting for you. That'd be really cool to have our first Lost in Phoenix police officer. That is so cool. We're going to help you solve crimes, Nereida, okay, when you become detective. Mami Loca says, kid cereal, my guilty pleasure, cinnamon toast crunch, fruity pebbles, etc. Wow, that is so cool. Michelet77, why didn't it notify me you were going live? Hello. Thanks for joining, Michelet. So YouTube sometimes doesn't send notifications for whatever reason. J Love, you made me crave cherries since the last time you were eating some. I had to order some when ordering my groceries. That is funny. See, I'm trying to get you guys to be healthier, right? So we'll put this away. But I did. Was it last week I ate some cherries? So yeah, cherries are good. That's funny. 55 miles in California. I can't drive 55. Who said that? Was that Van Halen, or who was that? I can't drive 55. Robert Tovar, do you watch the first 48? Yeah, I used to years ago. Uh, I got kind of a little tired of it because like it seems like it's the same story, right? Memphis and the same knuckleheads, right? Same idiots doing the same crime, thinking they get away with it, and they don't, of course. And so yeah, it's a good show. The reality of life out there in the streets with knuckleheads. Sammy Hagar, awesome. Can drive 55. Was it Sammy Hagar, Van Halen? He was a singer from Van Halen, I think. Bobby Aviles, good evening. I was watching some of your videos and I recognized someone, which was my cousin, and we still haven't heard or seen her. Um, uh, you can let me know who your cousin is, and I'll let you know if I've seen her. But if I haven't uploaded a video, I probably haven't seen whoever your cousin is. But prayers for your cousin. Hopefully your cousin is doing better. Maybe that's why I haven't heard from your cousin. Mommy Loca really must have gotten in at the end of month, honey. Sorry. Sandra Castro, born and raised. Awesome. Jamie, hello. Thanks for joining, Jamie. Appreciate you. How is Milo doing? Milo is doing really good. Pooping less because I'm feeding him less. I'm like controlling his. If I put a bowl of food, he'll eat the whole bowl, and then he gets super bloated. And then I wake up with like 5 piles of poop everywhere and like massive too. So he's an eating machine. So he's like this big, but he's an eating machine and a pooping machine. To combat that, I'm feeding him smaller portions like 2 times a day instead of just putting a bowl there and just whenever he wants, because he has no self control and he'll just overindulge. He's a little fatty. Her name was Alex. I think I've interviewed a few Alexes. The one I remember the most was Alex. She was pregnant. She was expecting a baby. She was like 8 months, 9 months pregnant. So I haven't heard from her. Sammy Hagar. I can't drive 55. Gosh, I remember when here in Phoenix when it used to be 55. Then they raised it to 65. And right now it's 75. Eventually, we're going to get to 85 eventually. Stephanie KC, hello. Thanks for joining, Stephanie. Appreciate you. How are you doing? I'm so tired. My feet hurt. So what did you guys think about Andrea's interview? I was a little sad when I go, how I noticed you're pregnant. How many months pregnant are you? She goes, I don't know. So you haven't gone to the doctor? No, I haven't gone to the doctor. We can sit here and judge her all day long, but I ask her those questions not to shame her or to put her down or to make her look bad or feel bad. I ask her those questions. Those are specific questions to get her thinking, but also you, the viewer, right? To be like, wow, this mom, because she already has a baby. She already has what did she say, a 3-year-old, right? She already has a child that she said the grandparents are watching, right? It's not the job of the grandparents to watch her baby, but the addiction is so addicting. Is so the addiction is so God enslaving that it binds her, and it just it consumes her desire to be a mom, right? So it's like she don't care about her children anymore. She doesn't care about her unborn child, right? She's only focused on that pill, that addiction, satisfying that need. And man, that's powerful, right? That's the type of addiction I don't want any part of. And so again, these are all specific questions that I ask, again, not to shame her, not because it's not about her, right? It's about the people, the young people, right? The 14, 15-year-old Andreas that are going to watch this, right? Your family members, right? Your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, your sons, right? They're at home right now. They're rebellious, they're mad, they're angry at the world, they don't know who they are, they don't know what they are, they don't know what they're supposed to do. They're mad at you, you piss them off, being bullied or they're bullying, and let's try some weed, let's drink, let's have fun, let's have sex, let's try these blues, let's try these pills. Everybody's trying them, right? They're only 50 cents. Let's try them. And then boom, you have another Andrea, right? It's a mess. It's a disaster. So yeah, I feel really bad for the baby. What's gonna happen with the baby, right? So when the baby's born, right, whenever that is, because she doesn't know how how far along she is, right? They could be next month, 2 months, 3, 5 months, who the heck knows? But when the baby's born, what are the chances that the baby's gonna be born healthy, right? What are the chances? Right, it just goes down, right? Oh, she's consuming the most dangerous drug on the planet. Here are the chance. She's not going to the doctor, to the to the what OBGY, the gyno, whatever, right? She's not taking any prenatal stuff, right? So what are the chances of that child being born healthy, right? Let's say the baby is born, but what's the quality of life, right? Will there be any damage mentally, to that child physically? It's and People say, "Oh, I don't have to worry about that. It's not going to affect me." Yes, it does affect you, because guess who has to pay for the medical bills? Us, right? The taxpayers, right? When that child goes to school and has issues, right, emotional, mental, because of this addiction from the mom, guess who has to deal with that? Our children. So it's crazy. It's nuts. Mami Loca says, "That's right, Art. I went through it, and the addiction was everything. 25 years clean, but you never forget how your mindset was." Mami Loca, that's great. I'm glad that you've been clean 25 years. I'm glad you made it out. But, whatever you were addicted to isn't this, these pills are just a little bit more stronger, and just it's just different. It's just a different animal, right? And people have told me that, people that have done H and math for years tell me that these pills it's a different type of addiction. So really scary. Buki says, and then kids ask, "Where's your mom?" And the kid has to go through the embarrassment of it all. Yeah, absolutely. It's really, really sad. Rachel G says, her story was sad. I could see she was thinking, because she took a while to answer, and sometimes she didn't know what to say. Hopefully, she goes to the doctor soon to check on the unborn baby. Yeah, it's sad. I think we need to change our laws here in America, right? We need to change our laws where, you know, we just we should have a no tolerance rule, right? When it comes to that, when you're harming a child, you know, we shouldn't allow it. We should, um, she should be receiving treatment right now to get better, because if she's addicted, then that her baby's addicted. If she overdoses, her baby overdoses. At what point is it child abuse? I don't know. Fauna Diaz, yes, I do. Jason Bourne, what a crazy time we live in. Yes, not yeah, bad crazy, not good crazy, like horrible crazy. It's a different America than I grew up in, right? Whether it's all this stuff going on in society right now, where men are women, and women are men, and all this stuff, man. It's really sad. Politics is a disaster. Got inept president. Suffering his mental. He's going through mental health issues right now. It's really sad what's happening. High gas prices, that affects food, and it's really sad. What's going to happen with us? Where will we be in 5 years, 10 years? Dirt Star Master, thanks for joining. Bring back fathers and mothers into the household. Absolutely, bring back fathers. We need to women's empowerment took like a wrong turn. When women say, I don't need a man to raise a child. Yes, you do. You might not need a man, but guess what? Your child needs a father figure, just like the child needs a mother figure, right? So, statistically speaking, a child that has a mom and a dad, right, it tends to do better in school, tends to um, be healthier, happier, more productive. So that's statistically it's true. Bobby Aviles, I was approached today by some guy and asked me if I wanted to buy some blues, and I was shocked. He just came up to me. Yeah, sad. Tab, hello. Where have you been? We haven't seen you in the last couple lives, Tab, but thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Better late than never. Jonathan Melendez, thank you. Appreciate your support, Jonathan. You're awesome. Joseph Garcia, hey, Art, just tune in. Happy Sunday to you and the 602 folks out there. Joseph Garcia, thank you. Sunday, you must be on the other side of the world because it's Saturday here in Phoenix. Or, yeah, you could be like on the East Coast, right? Where it's midnight, I guess. We need new politicians. Yeah, we do, man. I'm sick and tired of these politicians. They've been there 40, 50 years. And America, you've been there 40, 50 years, and America's worse off now. Like, what have you done? You're making things worse. Like, well, just retire already, right? Go retire. Ty 602, I'll get into whatever I want to get into. Ty 602, I appreciate your concern, though. Thank you. Bobby Aviles, I guess the Blues are all over America. Yeah, they are. They're just more prevalent here in Phoenix because this is where they arrive. Phoenix is the first place they arrive to, and then they get distributed east. The reason for that is our border is so porous, so wide open and long, and it's hot, right? And so smugglers have these routes, because border patrol, they're kind of handcuffed right now, right? Because this idiot administration handcuffs them to let people go. Basically, they don't understand that they're financing the cartel, right? Because every person that comes across, that's like 10, $15,000 in the pocket of the cartel. And out of every 10 people that come across, how many are carrying stuff in bags? Aren't looking for work, right? They're just smugglers, right? Bringing in these pills, right? So sad. Carlotta, it really scares me to think 5 years ahead, and not for me, but for our children growing up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm in the second half of my life, right? So it's like the next generation. Like, what will they inherit, right? I think we always want the best for our children, but are we leaving them the best, right? I know I'm doing my part to not make it a mess, right? So can you guys say the same, that you guys are doing your part to make it a better world, a better America, a better local community? So I think we all need to be more cognizant, like aware of that we have a lot of input into what our community looks like, right? That's why I do what I do, because I'm putting my 2 cents, right? I'm not just sitting at home chilling, pointing fingers, right? I'm actually getting up off of my ass and like going into the community and what's happening, right? And I reach out to politicians, right? They don't, most of them don't want to listen to me because they don't have answers, right? But at least the community sees what is going on. So what are you guys doing? Tab, my cousin had a baby. I was with the baby the last few lives. Tab, congratulations to for your cousin having a baby. Whatever you do, Tab, do not get baby fever, okay? Don't do it. Shorty, what have I missed? Just so happened to be catching up, watching your live from yesterday, and here you are. Shorty, thanks for joining. Haven't seen you in a long time. People have been asking about you. Shorty, hopefully you're doing well and really appreciate you. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. What is new? Shatter Maine, bro. I watch your videos inviting myself, not even being phased because the streets of Albuquerque are the same, if not worse. And it makes me wonder what other cities are like if it's as bad as out here. Yeah, I interviewed several people last year in Albuquerque, and yeah, I know Albuquerque and Tucson, which I was there today for like the third or fourth time interviewing people in the past couple of years. And Albuquerque and Tucson, it's like they're twins. Small, they're like big towns, small cities, right? And you see people battling addiction, homelessness all over the place in both because it's more visible because it's just smaller, smaller city, a bigger, small town, big, small city, and you just more just visible. So like in a city, like big city like Phoenix, you expect it, but when these smaller cities, you at least I don't expect it, but it was really bad in Tucson. It's really bad in Albuquerque. So yeah, sad, sad, sad. CC, a new follower. Thank you, CC. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for coming on to the live, CC. Where are you from, CC? Most everybody here is not from Phoenix, believe it or not. 78 people here, and probably half of them are not from Arizona. Texas, California, New Mexico, all over the place. It's funny. Mad Lee, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Marsha says, do most people like you interview, do they carry with them ID in case they die to alert family? Most of the people that I interview have have nothing, no identification, no ID, no credit card, nothing. Why? Because the great majority of people that I interview, they're doing blues, right? It's an opiate, makes you go to sleep, right? So all their belongings, their clothes, their phone, their charger, their ID, their money is in their backpack. Well, when they fall asleep, when they wake up, their backpack is gone, right? Their friends steal it. So when Carla says they stole my phone, they stole my clothes, like I believe her because I know that's very prevalent out there. That's how they make money, right? They steal their friends' stuff and sell it, or looking for pills. First off, they're looking for pills in the backpack. They're looking for money in the backpack and any valuables like a phone or a charger, so they can go sell for pills. They all do that. CC is in Rancho Cucamonga, California. I visited my ex-girlfriend. I had a girlfriend there, Patty, a long time ago, long time ago. She lived in Rancho Cucamonga. Good times. Lisa Murillo, doing really good. Thank you. Appreciate you. Christopher Cook just smashed the subscribe button. Thank you, Christopher Cook. Appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for joining the live chat, and appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you here more often and getting to know you guys. Madly, hello. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Central Virginia Racer. It's 12:30 here, so I'm headed back to bed. Hope everything in the Lost in Phoenix family everyone has a good night. Let's all say a prayer for everyone that's still battling addiction. Absolutely, Virginia Racer. Thank you for joining. Have a good night. Rest, and we'll talk soon. Okay, we'll see you back on the next live. Appreciate you. Buki is about to pop a bottle of wine open, and my damn wine opener thingy majiggy is gone. Wow, that's a problem. Shorty has a new baby grandson, number three, Joey. He's a cutie, born on June 2nd, 2023. Awesome. Well, happy birthday to Joey. Congratulations on being grandma for number three. And may Joey be healthy, happy, and grow up to be a great young man. So that's awesome. Lorna La Boricua. Amazing channel. Hi from Connecticut. Thanks you, Lorna. Thank you, Lorna La Boricua, for joining all the way from the Atlantic Ocean out in Connecticut. Man, that's so cool. CC, how long have you been videoing? I've been doing interviews since November 2020. So this November will be 3 years. Wow, 2.5 years. Crazy. Dirt Start Master met a Great Dane today. Easily the most beautiful dog of all time. Oh wow, Great Danes are huge, right? It's like little horses. You could ride them. That's awesome. Dogs, Art, what are you gonna eat? Bookie, use a knife. I did that once. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat shrimp and rice. Rick Rodriguez, thank you for being positive. Trying. Bye, Ty 602. Thank you for joining. Have a good night. Jason Bourne says, imagine the food bills for a Great Dane. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big dog, right? A big dog. Madly, what do you think about San Diego? San Diego is a beautiful city. It's very expensive. Of course, it's in California, so it has to be expensive. They tax the hell out of you. Beautiful city, though. Yeah, it's going to replace San Francisco. San Francisco is going down the tube, sadly. Thank you for removing Ty 602. Yes, he's been a bad boy. He's gone. Don, man, what do you think about the 911 call about UFO in Vegas? You know why I heard about it? I didn't read it or see it. I heard about it that some person called 911 very emphatic that he saw a 8-foot alien, and it's insane, right? So I don't know what to think, but kind of creepy. Dirt Star Master says the Great Dane was as big as a house. Man, that's a huge dog. Did you take a picture? We need to see pictures of this big guy. Rick Rodriguez, the problem is people are falling for everything nowadays. Absolutely, I agree. We need to stand up instead of falling for. We need to stand up to crap instead of falling for it. You know. Ty 602 has been posting weird stuff today. I don't ever recall seeing him post stuff like that. Yeah, we won't be seeing no more Thai 602. Let's be normal and civil, and you know, I think people sometimes they're inebriated or they're doing stuff at home, and we can kind of see it here on the chat where people post weird stuff. So let's be respectful. Rebel Girl, I finally made a live. Thanks for joining, Rebel Girl. Appreciate you. Christopher Cook, San Francisco is certainly suffering and it seems to only be getting worse. It has changed radically from what it once was. I concur 100 times. It's really sad what the politicians have done. It's horrible. But you know what? The people in San Francisco will still vote for the same people next term, and then next term and next term. Like people, they don't realize they've been brainwashed. Like they don't think like maybe I'm the problem. Maybe me voting for the same idiots is what's causing this, right? San Francisco used to be a beautiful, gorgeous city, right? Gorgeous. And San Franciscans have on their own turned it into trash. It's crazy. Bobby Aviles, good night, Art, and everyone on the chat. Need to get up early, go to work from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bobby, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. You have a good night, rest, and have a great day at work tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Kimberly, it's so sad. So many homeless people in the world. Absolutely. It's very heartbreaking. You know, we're always going to have homeless among us. And there are, here's the thing, there are lots of resources. There's plenty of places for them to go. There really is, right? It's just they don't want help because there's rules, right? If you want to come into the shelter, can't do drugs, can't be drinking, can't be out partying. You have to go to sleep at this time. They don't want that. They want to do whatever they want to do. So Dirt Star Master, biggest Ukraine cheerleader is Lindsey Graham and Biden. And why does America love war? Because they make money off of war. That's why they make money. You know, $100 billion to Ukraine in the past, what, 2 years? And, you know, how much of that, you know, goes back to those politicians or their friends and family. So sad. The fleecing of America. Pablo Fresco Bar. Is there a lot of people on drugs in Tucson like Phoenix? Relatively speaking, yes, right. So Tucson is a lot smaller than Phoenix. So by the ratio, yes, yeah. Canabri, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. Yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Cannot. Jameel Palmer, Rhode Island is showing love, the smallest state in the entire union, the country, Rhode Island. That is so cool. Thanks for joining, Jameel. Appreciate you. KCPB, I had one when I started animal rescue, but he was adopted. I talked about him in here a while back. The Great Dane, that's awesome. Raquel Orellana, hola, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Orange County, California has been getting all these knuckleheads coming into our county with drugs and guns. Sad. Jason Bourne, does anyone know the safest state according to multiple sources? It's always going to be small states. Montana, Idaho, their population, Wyoming, the population is very small, so less people, less knuckleheads to commit crimes. Marcia, the 602 family is growing, Art. Absolutely, you're part of it. So thank you, Marcia, for growing it because you're in France. Appreciate you. KCPB, how much debt to China? So many zeros. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think we're like 30 some trillion dollars in deficit, right? But let's give more money to Ukraine. Let's fund a war. It's crazy. How is Goodyear looking? Goodyear, the city of Goodyear. It's a good city. It's growing. So it's a cool city. It's a young city, small. Maribel Torres, hi Art. Life is funny. Call it karma because cause and effect of morality. Unfortunately, I gone through a lot, and my ex-husband got deported due to felonies. He was an addict. Maribel Torres, looks like you are free from a knucklehead, right? So sometimes we have to learn the hard way. Sometimes we make bad decisions with the person we fall in love with, right? So I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're free, and he's an ex for a reason. So yeah, thanks for letting us know, Maribel, that just, knuckleheads. Kimberly grew up with a Great Dane. His name was Hobo. Oh wow. Jason Bourne. Apparently, it's Vermont. Have you been? I've never been to Vermont, but I guess what? It's a small state. Where were you when 9/11 happened? I was driving to work. I was on the freeway driving to work, and I was listening to the radio, and they said a terrorist attack, and uh, and I got to work, and on the TV, they had a big TV in the lobby. I was watching the planes hit. I was watching the planes hit the building, and we all went home. We all went home, and I think like 2 days later, I joined the Navy. I joined the military because of 9/11. So, and then a year after that, right? A year after that, I was in Spain getting training. Um, we're flying in Spain on the 1 year anniversary. So that's where I was at. Colombian Princess, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. I'm about to be logging off very soon. Jamil Palmer, it's crazy how prevalent the homeless situation is as you go west. We have homeless, but nowhere near as noticeable. Yeah, you're on the East Coast, so it's a lot colder over there. Over here, warmer weather. It's more suitable, I guess, for living out in the streets. I guess. Plus, the drugs are a lot cheaper here on the West Coast than on the East Coast. So yeah, all that has to do with it. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert, but seems like that to me. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get hungry. What the heck? Nicole, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Don, right art. Let's give billions to fund a war, but let's make SNAP benefits hard for the ones that really need them to get. Um, yeah, let's help the homeless veterans. Let's open up uh, mental institutions to help the people that are battling mental health issues, right? So we don't do that, but let's go spend billions of dollars to defend Ukraine's border while we open up our border for the entire world to come in. Make it make sense. Cindy Talks, a girl I worked with for 3 years, has got back into drugs and she's back on the streets. So sad. She had a good job and home, but chose drugs instead. Heartbreaking in Mesa. Really sad. Prayers for your friend. Maybe she'll overcome. Maybe she'll get better. And sometimes you have to fall 10 times, right, to get better. So it's not over. Keep supporting her and letting know you love her, and you'll be there when she wants to get help. So sad. Buki says, "Oh my God, when 9/11 happened, I was in the seventh grade physical education class. I was working. I was 24 years old, I think. I was about 24 or something like that. Long time ago. KCPB, watch it on TV. My best friend joined the Navy too after 9/11. Yep, it's crazy. Dirt Star Master says, Art, you are an alpha. I've always been an alpha. I've always been an alpha male. Absolutely. I've always been like the leader, right? Like I never followed people. People always like followed me. I've always been very direct, very stern, very I don't deal with like nonsense, like people's BS. Like I call you out. So today, there's a guy that was passed out. Okay, he was passed out. Uh, I went to go check on him because it looked like he was gone. So he was breathing, but I was like nudging him with a water bottle, right? Dude. He didn't. I pushed on him so hard he slid off of the. He was face first on a bench. His knees were on the ground, right? And I knocked on the outside order window of like a Filiberto's. I said, "Hey, how long has this dude been here?" Oh, about 30 minutes. And well, he's alive. If I was you guys should call the ambulance, because if he passes away, his family's gonna sue you because they're gonna say, why didn't you guys call the ambulance, right? Because we live in a litigious society. It's everybody else's fault for the actions of other people, right? So I called. I'm gonna call the ambulance. So I did. They came. I pointed while I'm recording, and then a firefighter comes up to me from the Phoenix Fire Department, and he goes, "Why are you recording?" I go, "That's what I do. I record." So that guy right there, he's on drugs. He's on something, right? And so young people need to see that there's consequences of doing drugs. Well, what if he's on alcohol? What if he's drunk from alcohol? Well, guess what? Alcohol's a drug too, right? So he's like, well, how would you like it if you were if somebody was recording you? I'm like, first off, there's no expectation of privacy in public, right? Zero expectation of privacy. Okay. And you go, well, it's not cool, and he said, what did he say? It's not cool. And he said, what if you're recording and you capture some of his information? I go, what information? He's knocked out, dude. Right? He's knocked out. I go, you need to focus on saving his life instead of coming over here asking me about my, what I'm doing legally. I'm not breaking any laws. Go focus on it. So it's just so funny. So anyways, like when people come up to me and like tell me stupid stuff, if you tell me stupid stuff on here or like in public, right? At work or wherever, like I'm gonna call you out on it, right? I'm gonna call you out because I don't that's like the alpha in me, right? Just call out BS. So so yeah, that was my experience today with one of the firefighters. And then another firefighter said, "Hey, dude, are you the guy from? I saw your hat. I've watched your videos. Thank you for doing what you do." And he's the captain that he's on his. I took a picture with him. His name is I think he said Daniel. Really cool firefighter, dude. Some guys get it, some don't. So got to educate. This channel is all about educational. So um, Mami Loca, say goodnight to the chat. Church tomorrow, and I struggle to get up. Much love to all and Art. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and share a smile. Hugs, my peeps. Catch you all in the next one. Mami Loca, thank you. Have a good night. Appreciate you. We'll talk very soon. KCPB officers have body cams. Does he question them? No. Um, of course he doesn't, right? Because they're all homies. But live, laugh, love. Hey, I'm here looking at what constellations. My kid, so beautiful, awesome. Not anklehead. In other words, you want Russia to win this war. Sad. How many civilians have been killed in Ukraine? Um, I don't want any wars. I don't want anybody to win, right? I don't want anybody to fight anybody. But the United States should not be funding Ukraine to protect their border when our border is open, right? And is being invaded by the rest of the world. I don't care what happens to Ukraine. I don't know anybody in Ukraine. I've never been to Ukraine. 99% of Americans, if you put them on a map and said, tell me where Ukraine is at, they can't point to where Ukraine is at because they don't know. They don't know it's in Europe near Russia. I don't give a shit about Russia. I don't care about Ukraine. I care about America. America first, right? We have millions of veterans, millions of people battling addiction. We have millions of homeless people all over America that need our help, right? Those $100 billion that we've sent Ukraine to fund a war, we could be using that to help Americans, right? Right. So Europe should help Ukraine because that's in their backyard. I'm not for Russia and I'm not for Ukraine. I'm for America. In other words, knuckleheads. I even get knuckleheads on here. Hey, look, you don't have to agree with me. It's my perspective. It's okay. I still love you, whoever you are. But I'm gonna give you my perspective. But when you come at me saying, in other words, you want Russia to win, I never said I want Russia to win. Never said that ever. I don't want nobody to win. Nobody should be fighting a war. But people fighting a war that has nothing to do with us. Zero. Wars suck because people die. Rick Rodriguez, so it won't be in our backyard. Our backyard is Canada and Mexico. We're good. There is a budget in this country for everything. $30 trillion in debt. There really isn't a budget. Legacy media dummies. Yeah, absolutely. That's why Elon Musk is killing legacy media, right? These are like CNN talking points from people, right? There's still people are still listening to CNN, still listening to Fox News, still listening to all those pretty people on TV, right? But those people are bound by big pharma, right? By politicians, by the oil companies, by whoever's paying for their commercials, right? That's who they're bound by, right? So that's legacy media. It's it's whoever's paying them. So that's why it's gonna die. Living electro, doesn't it make you think what is the real solution? The real solution is to remove the idiots that are in power, right? Biden's been in politics for 50 years. America was all bad 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Today it's bad, right? So this idiot hasn't done anything good for the country, like nothing good, right? None of you can name me one good thing this dumbass has done, right? He's been in there for 50 years. Nancy Pelosi, she's been in there for, they haven't done anything for America. These politicians, we should have like term limits, right? All politicians can only be, how we have a president, they can only do two terms, 8 years. All politicians can only be in 2 terms, 8 years. After that, you got to go. We have to elect new people. That's the number one way I think we can get rid of this, right? And then we should let legacy media die. Legacy media is CNN, CBS, NBC. All those idiots are controlled by one political party, right? Their job is to convince you that this person is bad, or this war is good, or Russia bad, right? Trump bad, it's stupid because that's legacy media. They're being paid by big pharma, oil companies, politicians. So it's a big mess. I've been studying politics since the 90s. It's a mess. Anyways, I'm out of here. I don't want to get into politics. I hate talking politics because I just want to choke those politicians, right? I want to pretend that they stole my phone. I want to catch them and smack them. But anyways, I'm gonna say thank you guys very much for talking to me on this Saturday, hanging out. I love every single one of you guys, even when we disagree. Let's disagree respectfully. You have your opinion, I have my opinion. Hopefully we can kind of understand each other and work together to save America, right? Because the politicians, the people we elect, they don't care about us. They really don't. So, but you know who has to care about us? Us, right? Because you and I have a lot more in common than those idiots that are running the world, right? That's just a fact. So, so thank you guys for hanging out on the Saturday. I'm gonna go do what I gotta go do. Go kill that shrimp and rice, and watch a little TV. Probably gonna shower, go to sleep, and tomorrow though we'll talk again. Okay, so tomorrow we'll talk. See how you guys' Sunday went. You guys have a good night. Rest. Love every single one of you. 91 people in here. You guys have a good night. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye.